all of the fish that were killed. Did we kill everything out there? The fishermen are not killing turtles. They do not have the proof of that. What we know from Alaska oil spill is that marine life died that had no visible oil on it. And what they found out when they did necropsies of the brains is there was neurological damage that caused them to stop breathing. So we need to all stand together. Everybody along the Gulf Coast who treasures the culture we have here, we need to stand up against these organizations from California and other parts of the country and save our own culture and our own people and our own communities and our own jobs. We can't let them just hammer us with this stuff. We need to help each other.
Okay, Kendra Arneson.
Good afternoon. First I want to start by when all this stuff started washing up on shorelines between January and March of this year, I opened up my computer and I began to study. But what I began to study was Noah's numbers. And I've done my homework, and I can tell you as of February of this year, when these record numbers of turtles was washing ashore, over 2,000 boardings in the northern Gulf by the United States Coast Guard and different wildlife agencies in the 5 states, with less than 30 TED violations. 1 TED violation where someone sewed one shut. The rest were different than that. They were not sewn shut. They had their TEDs. A few of them were angled wrong. One was even flipped. But the bottom line here is what they've done is NOAA has assisted BP in taking the focus off of all this dead sea life that's washing up on Alabama, Mississippi, and Florida beaches where people can walk and find it, and they've put the focus on the turtles. They've taken it off of this big picture, and they put the focus on the turtles. We didn't kill the turtles. The skimmers wasn't even, all of our boats was tied up. Our season was closed. I pulled the numbers from 2006 through 2011 of shrimp landings for the month of January and February. I can tell you in the years of 08 and 07, we had over 1,000 more shrimp landings in those 2 months than what we had in the months in questions when these record numbers of turtles was washing up on the shoreline. The evidence does not point to us. It points to the chemical toxins that was put in the water and finally made its way towards the beach. That's where the blame needs to be. Number 2 issue, which really is number 1 for us, this turtle thing has so taken the attention off of our problems and given us more problems. The real issue here is Feinberg. Every time that I have questioned this man in public about paying commercial fishermen's claims, you know what he's done? He's painted us all as criminals. All of us tax-paying American citizens that provide a food source for our country and have for generation after generation, he's painting us as common criminals, fraudulent claimants. Feinberg does not represent you, and he does not represent me. He represents Feinberg and BP. We want our money. That's the bottom line. We want our money, and we want the blame put back where it's at. With skimmer boats, we're not putting TEDs in our nets. We don't kill turtles. The only time I ever seen a turtle in a skimmer net is when Noah comes and brings them to Barataria Bay the second day after the opening and dumps them in front of us. Enough is enough. It's time. You know what? I had to tell you this, people. I am proud. I stand here today before you, a proud young woman. Because in every one of your faces, I see my family. I see my people and my culture. And I'm proud of you for coming out here and spending your money, the last bit that you got to get up here today. If we got to come up here again, I got a spot in my car. Y'all have a good afternoon. Woo!
Hey, what about the people that got chemicals in for working with BP?
Maybe you need to take a good look at this picture. Maybe this picture needs to be put on that tape to that door up there.
This, this being blamed for all this turtle mortality is so ridiculous, but it's not funny, you know. I was asked to, again, announce these meetings. These public scoping meetings, it's very, very important that you come there and all of you people come there. We need to get all the fishermen there to give comment that, hey, we didn't kill these turtles, not guilty. That's what we need to hold, not guilty. All of their own data, all of their own data relates to that we didn't kill these turtles. The first meeting is in Gray, Louisiana. We're gonna make this public. We're gonna put this out. This has to be a public announcement. But I'm gonna go ahead over these dates again. July the 12th.